Hey Spooky fam, welcome to today's ghost story. I hope you're ready to get a little bit spooked because this story is definitely creepy. This is a story about when I was 17. I moved into this old 1800s house. I moved there were about, I think, like maybe around 7 bedrooms or so, but you can make a lot of other rooms in it bedrooms because there were just a lot of rooms in it. So we lived in this house, and then there were rumors that there was a ghost there, and his name was known to be Mr. Bradley. Now, weird occurrences happened in this house for sure, but one moment that definitely sticks out to me is when babysitting this little boy. It was just for about like an hour or two while his parents were doing some errands. And so we were playing cops and robbers, and this was two-story house and then a basement. Creepy things, of course, have happened at this point, but this little boy is 2 years old, so there's no way he would know anything about that. So we were playing cops and robbers in the kitchen, in the dining room, running around, having so much fun. And then we ended up running upstairs on the second floor. And that's actually where my bedroom is, and then 2 other bedrooms. Upstairs, the hallway is so small. It's pretty much just enough room to get from that door to that door to the other door, and then there's an attic. We ran upstairs. My dog ran into the trash can in my bedroom and then dumped all of the trash out of the trash can, and I was like, okay little boy, don't go downstairs because I just need to pick up this trash really quick. And then he goes, okay, and he's waiting, and then I clean it up really quick, and I'm like, okay, we can go downstairs. And he takes one step, and then he stops looking at the top of the stairs right before you go down, and he goes, there's a boy, just pointing at this blank wall that I didn't see anything. And I was like, okay, like I don't see anything. But then I was like, oh, maybe he sees Mr. Bradley. So then I was like, oh, is it a little boy? And then he looks at me and he's like, no, almost as if like, what are you talking about? It's like, he's right here, he's not a little boy. And I was like, okay, let's go downstairs. So that is what happened. And then also another time that is pretty spooky is I was going to sleep in this house in my bedroom, and where this older man, or not little boy, figure was right outside of my bedroom. And so I had that little puppy, and I put him her in the cage at night to start cage training and getting her a little bit used to the cage. But she was such a young puppy, she was just so uncomfortable. She wasn't comfortable with the cage, which is typical. So I let her out because I wanted to go to sleep. And then that's when she came out, she ran up to the wall, which is pretty close to where this older figure was standing, that the little boy saw. And then the dog was just kind of biting the air right where, again, it looked like just a wall to me, but the dog definitely saw something. So the dog just kept biting the air, kind of going crazy, and I was like, what is she seeing? So those are just 2 instances that happened at that house. There's a lot more at this old 1800s house. Have you ever been to an old 1800s Victorian home? They're as spooky as as they're known to be, at least in my experience, for sure. Let me know what you think and enjoy today's spooky yoga flow. Happy Halloween. Hey spooky fam, welcome to today's yoga flow. Hopefully you're feeling very spooky at this time. Let's get a nice little gentle flow in. Left foot in front of your hips, right foot comes right in front of your left foot, coming into this seated meditation pose so we can get ready for some spooky flows. Knees onto your yoga mat, hands onto your knees, pointer finger and thumbs come to touch each other. Taking a deep inhale in, rolling your shoulders up to your ears. Inhale through that nose. Exhale out all of that spookiness. Taking a nice deep inhale in through the nose for a round of Om. Inhaling. Feeling that sound of the universe, vibration flow through your body. Bringing your palms to heart center, bowing your head down. Namaste. The light within me, the spooks within me, sees the light and spooks within you. Placing your left palm onto your yoga mat, right hand comes up. Pushing against your right palm, let's go ahead and get a nice little stretch on the side of our neck here. Right ear to right shoulder, stretching out that side of the neck, closing your eyes. Taking a nice deep inhale in, coming back to center, and then right palm onto the right side of your yoga mat on you. The right side of you. Left palm comes up, and then left palm places on the right side of your head. Inhale, pushing against your left palm as we prepare. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, stretching out the right side of your neck, closing your eyes. Inhale, gently starting to come back out of that. And let's go ahead and hop right to the front of our yoga mat, coming into Tadasana mountain pose. Standing tall and strong like a mountain, keeping all of your muscles engaged here. Let's come into warming up sun salutations. We warm up our body, shaking your arms, shaking your legs here, shaking your feet, hands, creating warmth in that body. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, placing your palms onto your yoga mat, bending your knees, and then stepping, hopping, or jumping to the back of your yoga mat. Coming into plank pose, shoulders on top of your wrist. Inhale in. Exhale, chaturanga. Modified is okay if you need to put your knees down, keeping your elbows close to your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog, coming to the top of your toes, opening up heart center. Exhale, downward facing dog, bottom of your toes, lifting up your hips. Toes point slightly to each other like a pigeon, gaze to your belly button. Walking out your hamstrings here, walking out your dog, feeling the warmth in that downward facing dog. Left foot comes to center, right leg comes up, three-legged dog. Opening up your hips. Inhale, right knee comes right under the heart center. Exhale, we'll go ahead and place our right leg onto our yoga mat, coming into pigeon pose. We want to make sure that our hips are in line with one another. Inhale, and gaze comes up. So this is a little bit of intense stretch here, so just remember to breathe. Be calm. Keeping your foot close to your left hip here is going to make things a little bit easier. Exhale. Gently starting to bring your right knee back, coming into a tabletop position. So wrists right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips, and then we'll extend out with our left leg behind us, right arm in front of us. Exhale, and we're just going to strengthen that core for a moment. Right elbow, left knee come to touch. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, bringing it in. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. And then regular tabletop position. And readjusting, so wrist right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips, bottom of your toes, lifting up your hips, downward facing dog. Walking out your dog here, shifting from side to side. Stepping to center with your right foot in the center. Left leg comes up, three-legged dog on the left side of the body. Inhale, left knee comes to heart center as we prepare strong core. Exhale, and we're going to go ahead and place our left leg onto our yoga mat, coming into a pigeon on the left side here. Remember, this is a little bit of an intense stretch. Just be kind, bringing your left foot close to your right hip here. Inhale, opening up heart center. Good. Exhale, and bringing it back, coming into tabletop position. We'll do the opposite side. So left arm comes out, left leg extends out. Exhale, and bringing it in so that elbow and knee come to touch. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Coming back to tabletop position now. And then we'll come right down onto our belly here gently. And then let's just go ahead and we're going to do some Superman poses here. So keeping your chin on your yoga mat, lifting up your feet off of the yoga mat, keeping your glutes engaged, belly button to the yoga mat, and then releasing. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. Inhale one more time. Feet come up, engaging your glutes, belly button into the yoga mat, and then release. Inhale, lifting up the shoulders this time, lifting up the chin. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. This time we're going to come up and push the belly button into the yoga mat, lifting up your feet, lifting up your shoulders and your chin, and then also lifting up your hands, coming into full Superman. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Bending your knees, and then coming into a bridge pose, seeing if you can grab onto your ankles here. If you would like to just bend your knees here and just come into a half Superman pose, you can do that. But if you would like, maybe grabbing around your ankles, lifting up your hips, keeping your glutes strong here. No pressure should be in that lower back. Keeping your knees hip distance apart and chin lifts up. Exhale, release. Coming onto your forearms in front of you, and then just swaying your feet from left to right. Coming into a gentle little windshield wiper. Placing your palms right below your shoulders, gently starting to come back up onto your knees. And then we'll come into an extended child's pose. Big toes come to touch, knees to the outer edges of your yoga mat. Inhale, opening up heart center. Exhale, and then hips to your heels here, extending out with your palms in front of you. Forehead to the mat. And then inhale, looking up. Gently starting to come back to center, crossing your ankles, bringing your seat to sit behind you. Coming into a seated pose here, palms to the sides of your body, and just swaying your legs here from left to right. Massaging out your hips, your body. Placing your legs in front of you, and then coming onto your forearms gently, elbows right underneath your wrist, or right underneath your shoulders. Inhale, opening up heart center. Exhale, release. Inhale, heart center lifts up. Exhale, release. Inhale up, exhale, release. Coming all the way down onto your happy baby, onto your back. Peace fingers wrap around your big toes, elbows to the insides of your yoga mats. Rocking from left to right, happy baby. Extending out with your legs to the front of your yoga mat, taking a deep stretch. As if somebody were pulling on your arms, pulling on your legs, deep stretch. Exhale, giving yourself a big hug, wrapping your arms around your knees, sending yourself some tender love and care. Placing your arms to the sides of your body onto your yoga mat, keeping your legs engaged, legs come up, as if there was that imaginary wall right there that our legs are relaxing on. Keeping those legs engaged, our body should be in a 90-degree angle. Bending our knees, and then making any last movements that we would like to make, and then coming into Shavasana, laying down pose. Feet come to the outer edges of your yoga mats, palms to the outer edges of your yoga mat, closing your eyes. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose, and then exhale, letting it all go. Bringing your palms to heart center. Bringing your thumbs right in between your eyebrows. Opening up that third eye. And then gently starting to roll over to the right side of your body, giving yourself a big hug. Taking a moment of gratitude or spooky gratitude here. Anything you would like to take a moment of gratitude for. And then with your eyes still closed, gently starting to come up into seated, easy meditation pose. Straightening out your spine here. Taking an inhale in through the nose to prepare for a round of Om peace. Inhale in. Bringing your palms to heart center, bowing your head down. Namaste. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Spook, spook, spooks. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you again soon.